being in government is not a private mandate to James Marape. I'm just a custodian of the interests of this coalition here. And this coalition anchors, and as we speak at the moment, there's all confidence. Come November, come next year, this coalition wants to get on the business of doing work. They're fed up of this nonsense. They're all equally qualified to be prime ministers. We have few in our ranks, very, very senior, but they profit their own interests so that they really be on one face, one voice. And as I said today, it's a good example for you, witness firsthand. Instead of running off celebrating with wines and tosses, we came straight to work. Last 2 hours we were at work, deep conversations. Even at the expense of lunch, our own personal lunch, we stood right through discussing work. So we care less in November, we care less next year. We will still be at work. They could bring mount another VONC, it's up to them. But on the concept of giving stability through law, this body of leaders will look into what is best so that there's an element of stability and predictability and a merit and ground for contest instead of a busybody contest every now and then. The section 145 Constitution provides for this. We did as amendment. It's also notice and trying to pass a law where you attempt a vote of no confidence, and grace period applies both ways, whether to the success motion or the defeated motion. And so that at the moment the political instability permeates the air. I saw someone posting that round 1 is up and round 2 is in November 26. It doesn't do well for the country. He may see it as a fun for himself, but at the end of the day he comes by crawling for money, asking money for his district. Where do you grow the money? You need to grow when the stability is there and the government is at work to secure investment. So we, all in all, this coalition looking at how we could strengthen, without compromising our accountability by the executive government, how do we strengthen the process so that it's not a busybody approach where someone just do it in every parliament, because we live under the live VONC period up until August 2026. So technically in November, right through next year and into the first half of 2026, the opposition can mount a VONC. Having said this too, AG is currently asking the Supreme Court if we were with evil intent, we could have stopped the current VONC process by the court process we have. AG has mounted a Section 19 Supreme Court reference to ask Supreme Court to give their view in the Section 62 invitation to form government. Simply put, is it an event for the formation of government, or is it a 5-year event, so to speak? A 5-year invitation, so to speak. So different plays happening, but look.
So to the nation, I think VONC is not something that I am pushing for, the Deputy Opposition Leader or anyone. It's a democratic process envisioned in the Constitution by our forefathers to vent issues on the floor. It's better that we speak and challenge government on the floor than the people taking to the streets and protesting and demanding for changes. We elected leaders must say what they cannot say, and this is a process that gives us that opportunity to exercise that government is not doing what it should be doing, and we need to hold the government accountable. So as I said, we have a very strong team led by our opposition leader. Now with the inclusion of a very strong leaders in the likes of Honorable Brian Kramer, who was former minister in 2 or 3 different capacities, and in the Deputy OL, the former health minister, we are comfortable that we can now package together. Let me place on record that Osam OL Toka, Nikisem nominees and private something Luminoga. It is me, them nominating me as a team leader for our team, and to package our team together. So we will appeal to our leaders on the government side, coalition partners, even in Pangu Pati, who find resemblance and they can, associate and relate with those issues. So I want to thank everyone here presented in this front, member for Boilala, and Honorable Kid as well, one of our smartest in the, who has been instrumental in packaging together the VONC motion, the Vice Minister for Civil Aviation, Honorable Brian Kramer as well, and our opposition leader has been doing a tremendous job in holding our teams together. Let me close by saying that PNG now you missed up the crossroad, a plant issue confronting you. What I don't understand is that this has been an exercise for the last 6 months, when it started with the opposition and some of us left government and joined, and now a few have come. The issues are still there. The question is, why hasn't government found solutions to fix them? If they fixed those issues, we would be talking less on this side, because issues are fixed. You talk about fuel, inflation, all these issues. Why doesn't government fix them? Now, people are commenting on social media everywhere saying that opposition are talking too much. That's our job to talk, because the people who have power to fix them are not fixing them, and it's been months. If we just fix those issues, I think we'll have less material to attack the government on the floor when it comes to questions. So, time on man comment that opposition to talk planning too much. Who will speak on behalf of you? And the issues are real. The issues are so real. It's not politics. When all the members continue to raise issues on the floor, it's not issues that we are conjuring up because we want to be in a new government or we want to be ministers or prime ministers, but the issues are so real that we have to speak. But the question is the government listening? If they're listening, why are they not actioning it and finding solutions to fix those problems? I want to end by one simple issue. Law and order. PNG is becoming very unsafe. You look at the statistics globally. If you look at the crime rates around the world, we are listed second next to Venezuela. So when you talk about tourism, who wants to come to PNG when you just Google it up and it finds that PNG is listed second unsafe country in the world, highest crime rate in the world. So tourism will not come. Investors, when they look at it, these are sort of the indicators that are giving a bad perception and image to government. So when they don't fix law and order and all these issues, our job in the opposition and like-minded leaders, our job is to question, persist, pressure these leaders who must see this issue and walk across and join us so that we can package together a government and policies that we can be able to try to solve. So, ni finish na bito. Suppose government looking at this issue, why have they not solved it? Law and order issue is just, you don't have to go to Finsafem or Taripori to find those issues. Walk to Gorens Market. Are you safe? You're not safe in Gorens Market. This is the heart of Port Moresby. So if you're not safe in Port Moresby, imagine Finsafem or Taripori or Medeng or Bulolo. It's going worse. So what has the government done about it? Nothing to this day. So that's why we are putting up a challenge to us like-minded leaders. You've seen the issues, confronted, be bold, like few of the leaders who have confronted and walked out. You won't lose anything. You won't die if you lose your ministry. You won't die if you lose your PIP. But you'll be classified as a leader who's able to make those very strong decisions. So I call on our leaders on the other side. You be like forming government or changing course to country, okay. Be strong enough, be brave enough. It's not the first time people have left government and walked out. Definitely you're not coming on this side. The Honorable Sassi said it's a graveyard on this side. No, we are still living. We are still moving, and we are being in opposition, so it's not a bad place to be. So find the courage to make the call, and let's stitch together a new government if God wills it so. With that, all, thank you, Prof. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Opposition Leader. Thank you also the Alternative Prime Minister nominee, Honourable Pati, the Honourable Member for Medang. I thank you also for taking a bold step in following your convictions. And that is a word I'd like to labor a little bit, convictions. This is a time when a pressure valve placed in the constitution of our country, where members of parliament representing the people of this country to exercise